Eastleigh, a small town with a big history. It started off life as a railway station, and at the time it was one of the largest in the country. The town we know today was then built around it, with the current population being around 135,000. The borough of Eastleigh was an important location during the Second World War. Most famously, it was where the maiden flight of the Supermarine Spitfire fighter aircraft took place. This led to Eastleigh Football Club adopting the nickname the Spitfires. After some quick promotions through the non-league pyramid, Eastleigh has landed in the National League. They have stagnated over the last few years, always being so close to the playoffs and the promised land of the Football League. But now, things are about to change. With a club rebrand and an influx of young, promising players, it's time to see if the Spitfires can fly up the leagues once again.
Yes, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Football Manager 22. The full release is out and we've got our Eastleigh save going. Before we get started, quick thank you to my beautiful girlfriend Emma for the intro. She's great with words. And again, as always, make sure you like and subscribe so you see lots and lots of these videos with lots of Eastleigh, lots of 10 years on, and plenty of other stuff coming as well. But let's take a look. We are Eastleigh. We are in the Vanarama National League. This is my local club, so I know them quite well. As you can see, Vanarama National League. So season preview-wise, we're predicted to come 14th. I'm hoping for a little higher than that, I have to say. But we've just got to see how the season goes, who we can sign, who we can bring in. Transfer budget-wise, we've got £1,500 wages, so not too bad. We do have a very small transfer budget, but that's quite normal for the first season. Hopefully, we can stick around and take them all the way to the Premier League and maybe even challenge for the Premier League itself. So it'll be a long-term save, that's for sure. Taking a look at the squad we've got a lot of players that yeah, they're pretty young now, I have to say, and there's a few standouts, that's for sure. First up is Christian Magoma, who's on loan to us from Gillingham. The centre half, he's 6'5", a very, very good looking player for this level. Decent acceleration, good strength and jumping reach as expected there. We've also got the likes of Josh Hare, who's formerly at Eastleigh, left to go to Bristol Rovers in, I believe, League One. Yep, League One. Played there for a couple of seasons and then came back. So he'll be a key player at that right-hand side, exploiting that right-back role, hopefully. And we've also got Jake Hesketh, who's quite a big signing, I have to say. He's signed from Southampton's academy after being released. He's had loan spells at Burton, MK Dons, Lincoln and Crawley. So he's played in the Football League, which is what we need. We need experience like that. So he'll be hopefully crucial in that, as well as Ben House, the man from originally Aldershot, but kind of got his youth playing days in Reading, really. He's looks very nice as well. He's a player that can play pressing and target forward, and it looks like we've got quite a few players who can play that kind of target role. So with that, what I've decided to do is I think we're going to play a 4-4-2, more of a kind of wing-based crossing style. So not all out long ball, but I'm thinking maybe we get it wide, we get the balls into the box, we've got some big players up top, and hopefully that can make a real difference. But yeah, that's how we're going to start the season and start pre-season. Pre-season, we've got a few games against kind of league opposition, so that's interesting. Rochdale and Stevenage are quite good teams, and then we've got a big game, first game of the season, which is Wrexham, who are predicted to win the league. So that's a big challenge to start the season, but it's better to start off hard and it get easier as we go along. But with that, what we will do is we'll jump ahead. We'll get to the season proper. We'll get to that Wrexham game, a hard first challenge, and I'll show you kind of how we've set up, how we've got there with our friendlies, and fingers crossed, start the season with a win, and everything will go nice and smoothly. But I will see you in 1 second. All right, guys, so we are back. We've had our pre-season. We've made a few signings, and we're ready for the Wrexham game. Things have been going actually pretty well. I can show you here. We've played all our games and won all of them. 5-2 in the squad friendly. Dunstable, Ramsbottom, Stevenage, which was a game that we were dominant in until the last few minutes, where they got their 2 goals. But the only reason for that is because I changed the full team kind of in the second half. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. We beat Rochdale quite comfortably. Margate, Banbury, INF, Clairefontaine, who came over, and Totton as well. So, no real concerns on that front. It seems like the tactics working how I want it to. Obviously, we've got Wrexham today in the first game of the season. I'll show you the transfers we have made. No outgoings in regards to what we've done, but there have been some incomes. So we've brought in Enoch Asante from, well, I believe he was just kind of contracted to Forest Green Rovers, but he's originally from Tottenham. A player that can play in that pressing forward role as well as a target man or target forward. So someone I think will work in the side and the tactic we've got. He's got a bit of pace about him as well. I mean, his technicals aren't great, but he's only 19. Hopefully that'll improve slowly. And he's currently a Vanarama National League player. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with that signing. Callum Rowe has been brought in from Exeter on loan. 6-month loan deal. Mainly because Harper was out injured. Kelly's out injured. Both our left backs. Harper's just come back, so he should hopefully be able to get into the game, and Kelly should come back for January. But Callum Rowe, very, very good player. Good passing, good tackling, good crossing as well. So he'll work very well on that left-hand side. It might be a case that we want to extend that loan if he performs extra well. And we've also brought in Stefan O'Connor, a player that to be honest, now thinking about it, we probably didn't need as he's a centre-half. But he's a good centre-half, 14 heading, 11 marking, 13 tackling, some good physicals as well, and his mentals aren't too bad. He's 24 years old, so he's at the older end of the spectrum, I should say, but he's definitely one of our better centre-halves in the squad, so he'll be able to fit in the team nicely. This is the formation we'll be going for, 4-4-2. And so, yeah, we'll run through the team. Joe McDonald, Josh Hare, O'Connor, Magoma, and Callum Rowe at the back. Smart, Whelan, Hesketh, and Harry Pritchard in midfield. Ben House and Enoch Asante up top. It's been going very well. Let's jump into the game. So let's go then, boys. It's gonna be tough, but we're at home, so we've got that advantage. Pritchard's ball in. Comes into House, who isn't quite able to get on the end of that. We're playing the near post corner tactic at the moment. We've got certainly the players to be able to get the ball into the box and to win those headers. Big team, good headers of the ball. I'm a bit out of breath because I've just run downstairs to get my KFC. Don't tell Emma about that. But here we go. Rowe with the ball, looks to cut inside, but isn't able to find anyone. Now they're going to look to come forward. A ball just over the top to Burkamp, who's through on goal. I don't quite know what's happened there, and he's just struck the post. That was terrifying. What happened? Why was it that our boys were just nowhere to be seen? Asante, he manages to get enough on that to cut it out, and it's Whelan now to Magoma, who looks outside, and that's when we go down the wings. We use the width, we get those players in the box, and we're going to look to get that ball in there. Rowe with the ball, crossed in, House with the header, and there it is. It works perfectly. There's the wing play. Ben House with the big win in the box as the target forward, and there it is, 1-0. 5 minutes in, it's not taking us long to get the goal. That's a fantastic start against a very good Wrexham team. Rowe bombing down this left-hand side. He's been very good. He's a good signing for us so far, and Ben House with the header pops it in the corner, 1-0. It's a corner for Wrexham. It's deep to the back post. McDonald does well to win that header. It's headed away by Whelan, but the ball's back in by Jones. Now Smart's turn to head it away, and Ben House is able to get onto that, and hopefully means we can take control again. This is our first game of the season, but looks like every other team in the league has played two other than Altrincham. Dover's obviously on the minus 12 points originally due to their them not playing the games, that sort of thing. That's that palaver that happened, which I'm not going to go into because I think it's a bit ridiculous that they've been given minus 12 points, but there you go. Whelan with the ball though. He is our corner taker. He's very, very good in real life, and he's very, very good in game as well, as we saw from previously, a couple of corners are very close to giving issues to Wrexham. Magoma with the ball, though, looking to spread it out wide to Pritchard, who's got Rowe in support, whose ball over the top is looking to find Asante. It was an awful attempt at defending that, and a hell of a volley. He struck that very nicely. It's rattled the crossbar. Not quite enough to actually go in the net, but a fantastic effort nonetheless. And it's good signs. It's good signs so far. It's still a close game, but we are getting the majority of the highlights here. Asante plays it back to Pritchard, who's ball in, finds Smart at the back post, heads it back across. Asante with the header, off the bar again. He struck the bar a second time. I think... Oh, no, I thought that was going to be a goal kick, but no, it is... I thought it was going to be offside, but it is a goal kick. I'd have wondered why it would have been offside. I've paused the game somehow by smacking the keyboard with my sausage fingers. But there you go. 1-0 at half-time. A fantastic half, really, I have to say. A very, very confident half. Hesketh looking good in there. Sam Smart's looking a bit low on the old average, on the old rating. So we will bring on Ryan Hill. He's got a bit about him as well. Bit of pace, good determination, and a good amount of passing. So when he gets on the ball, he does well. So I think bringing him on is an absolutely fine thing to do for Sam Smart, and we'll be able to hopefully progress from there. But they've got Burkamp. What's his name? Mitchell Burkamp. That's quite a cool player to have in your team. O'Connor with a wonderful header, and it is a breaking away for Asante now. It's 2-on-2 at the back for Wrexham as Asante looks to go wide. Now he might be looking to get that ball into the box, as we do. It is looking to cut back to Rowe, who takes it back again to Hesketh. Jake Hesketh on the ball, plenty of time. Whelan controls, out wide to Hill. Hill shoots, and it is a fantastic sub. Not to blow my own trumpet, but what a substitution that is. Hill with the ball absolutely smashes it home. Leighton maybe should have done a little better because it looked quite straight at him, but he hit it with enough power to give him issues. And we were able to get the goal there. Whelan receiving that, playing it through to Hill, who's, I don't know where the left back's gone, but he's left him on his own and he's rifled it in. That's 2-0 Eastleigh. We've a fantastic start so far. We've got 30 minutes to go. Can we keep hold of this and power on through the game? With 15 minutes to go, we've got another corner. Whelan with it. Ball comes in. Magoma with the header. There it is. 3-0. This is an absolute whitewash. I told you Whelan's corners are good. It came to the near post. Magoma's 6'5" frame getting in front of any of the defenders and heading home into the far corner. A lovely, lovely finish by him, I have to say. Wonderfully done. And that's 3-0. And you can see we've actually jumped into in 7th place, the playoffs already, having only played one game, which is very, very good. It's obviously the goal difference that has helped us there. And the game's coming closer and closer to the end of it. But we have got another corner. Are we going to make it a 4th for the game? Whelan's ball in. It comes in. It is headed away. But it comes back to Whelan, who looks inside to Hesketh, whose shot is blocked. And Magoma's got it again on the edge of the box. Are we able to get wide there? Nope. It's a long-range effort by Magoma. I think a little bit optimistic from him on his weaker foot. But there you go. It is 2 minutes, 1 minute. That is the end of the game. A 3-0 victory in our first game of the season. Fantastic result. We only made one sub because there was no need to make any other. You can see the change room's a wreck. The boys are happy and we are in 7th place after one game, which is an absolutely brilliant start to the season. Notts County are a team that actually stole one player I wanted. I wanted to get Alan Chapchet, who is a former youth player for Southampton. He was more interested to go to Notts County, so it'll be interesting to see if we can do a bit better than him in the league and make him regret his decision. Magoma on form, 1 goal there, 100% headers won, 95% pass completed. That's not too shabby at all. And I have to say, we've done pretty well there. Zumana Bakayogo, isn't he former Leicester player? Yes, he is. Fullback, actually. Not bad. A nice wing back. Could play further up the field in midfield as well. But he is 35 years old and he'd probably want quite a few wages, so we won't bother with that. But there you go. We'll leave it there for now and I'll come back to you a little later on in the season as we've progressed on. A fantastic start. Let's hope we can keep it going. Let me know in the comments what you think of the formation and the tactic. It'll be interesting to see. It's not one I've often used before, but I think it's at the moment, after that game, it's working really, really well with the side. Let me know who you think will get top goal scorer, top assists, and if there's any other little gems in the lower leagues that you can suggest, I can take a look at, that's for sure, especially next season. But like as always, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one.